Welcome to the SMARTherapist app. My name is Vadiveloo and I am a specialist sports physiotherapist in Melbourne, Australia. Over the past 5 years I've designed and developed an app in conjunction with numerous other therapists, from osteopaths to chiropractors, from exercise physiologists to speech therapists. The app I think I've produced will be a valuable and powerful adjunct to all therapists and their patients and clients. The app is designed to be user-friendly and aims to improve exercise program results by ensuring compliance by utilising the reminder component of the phone, accuracy by utilising the video feature of the phone, and an ability to monitor and record the progress of the exercise program. The first screen, the home page, is an introduction to the app and provides a basic overview as to what it does. There are tabs at the bottom that indicate injuries, exercises and workouts. If you slide it along, you also have a wellness tab, a summary tab, an index and a settings tab. If we go to the first tab, injuries, you're then presented with a body chart. You'll have the front view of the body chart. You'll also have a back view of a body chart with a number of areas highlighted. Also at the bottom of this screen you'll have a podiatry tab, an ergonomics tab and a speech and communication tab. So if you are in these areas and you would like a quick path through to the injuries that might be found in those areas, you can use those tabs for ease of use. If, for example, you decide that it is a knee injury that your client or you have, you may highlight the knee injury. You will then be presented with a list of common injuries to that area, and you can scroll through to find the injury that you feel your client or they have. If, for example, you cannot find the injury, then you have an option to use the Add New button, where you will there be able to type in an injury that you think is not listed and a brief description of what that injury could be. That will then be sent to the SMARTherapist administrator, who will edit the entry and upload it back onto the app so that it is available for everybody. And this component ensures that the database of the app will continue to grow and be relevant to all therapists and professionals. So if you can see the injury that you feel your client has, then you may highlight that injury. So for example, if we highlight the medial ligament of the knee sprain, here you will be presented with a few different descriptors giving basic information on what the patient may feel, what it could be and what the cause may be, what may help initially, what the therapist may do, and the exercises that may be included in the program. So we decide that this is the injury and that we feel this is the problem this patient has. We now want to design an exercise program suitable for that injury. So on the top corner of this screen we have an exercise program. So we push that. You'll see then that the injury will be highlighted, and then you'll be given the option to add exercises for this problem. So if we push add exercise, it will go back to a body chart again, and again you'll see a whole lot of areas highlighted on the front and the back of the body. So a common exercise you might want to do for a medial ligament of the knee is quadricep strengthening, for example. So we would highlight the quadricep. Here you will again be presented with a whole list of exercises that may be done in the home or in the gym, and you can scroll through to find the exercise that you would like the person to do. You may even find some stretching exercises that are also appropriate for that injury. If you find again that there is not an option for you in terms of the exercise that you would like for that area of the body, you have the ability to add a new exercise. You then have the ability to either add it to a musculoskeletal, a cardio exercise, Pilates, or to a specific area. If you decide you want a strengthening or stretching exercise, you again be presented with a screen that you can identify and type in the type of exercise that you are wanting to put, and you can put in a brief description. Once that is put in and you push add, that will be again sent to the administrator of the app to edit and upload for future use. If you have found the exercise that you would like in terms of strengthening, for example a straight leg raise, you will find that the name of the exercise will be there, a basic description of how to do the exercise, and then a whole lot of parameters that you're able to fill in. So for example, we may want this client to do 20 straight leg raises. We might just want them to do one set. They might be allowed to put 1 kilogram, and we might want them to hold it for 3 seconds each time. So you have that ability to put all those parameters into the exercise that you're wanting them to do. If, for example, they're using TheraBand, you will be then given all the colours of the TheraBand, and you may choose the colour of the TheraBand appropriate to the exercise that you are giving. The next bit is what I think separates or makes this app different from others, is that we're now utilising the phone and some of its capabilities. The record video lets you record the client doing the exercise with your instructions so that they are accurate in their exercise progression and how they do their exercise. So you can push record video, and what you'll begin confronted with is a red button to start the recording. So you will hold the phone, record your client doing the exercise with the specific instructions that you are giving. Once you're happy with the exercise and the way they are performing the exercise, you can push stop. If you're happy with the exercise and the way they performed it, you can use the video. If you think, oh, that video is not great, then you can use the retake button and do it again. So if we're happy with that video, we'll push use video, and then we are presented with the next parameters. The second part of the phone that we're going to use is the reminder function. So with this area you can set what days of the week you would like the exercise performed, and even how many times a day. So for example, we want the straight leg raises done every day of the week and morning and night. So then we would push add, we would find our injury on our list with a tick next to it, and we would push add, and then you will see that you have the injury with the exercise next underneath. We might want them to do some more exercises, and these exercises could be more strengthening or stretching exercises which we could highlight on the body. We also may want them to do a cardiovascular component, so we can push cardiovascular, and we might say we want them to jog, and again you're given some simple parameters in terms of time. So we might want them to run 5 minutes at a 50% effort. And we can set all those parameters, and we only want them to run 1 kilometre. And 1 rep will be plenty. We probably don't need to record the video, and you may only want that running program to be done every second day, and only once a day. So you would push add, push it on, make sure that your injury is highlighted, and you now have the straight leg raise exercise along with jogging. If you push add again, you also have options, some direct links to ergonomic type exercises and Pilates exercises. So you might find that you've got Pilates equipment, or you want some Pilates exercises to be done. There may be floor exercises, ball exercises, or if you have equipment, trapeze and reformer. If, for example, we choose a reformer exercise and we decide to do leg circles, you are able then to show the exercise with a description. You can put your reps in again as previously done with all the other exercises, the number of sets, and then you have an ability to put the number of springs or the resistance that you would like to be used, and if you like you can also use the record video, and again you can set the days of the week or the number of times a day. So we might decide we add that as well. We add it to our medial ligament sprain, and so we have straight leg raises, jogging, and even leg circles on a Pilates. So there are plenty of permutations and combinations of exercises that you can include into your workout for this injury, and they are hopefully all on the app. If they're not, as we said before, you can push add in the exercise list and add an exercise that may not be there. So we have got our injury and our workout. So this will be the screen that is presented once the patient is reminded to do their exercises by the phone. They will then click on the exercise, and they will again be given the description of the exercise and the goals that you have set for them to do. If, for example, they do the exercise but they could only do 10 reps and they could only hold each rep for 2 seconds, then they can record that. Another recording they're able to do in this screen is their pain. So if you are worried about their pain and you want to monitor that, they are able then also to enter what their pain was out of 10 for you to monitor. If they've forgotten how to do the exercise, they can just push the play video, and the exercise that you've recorded in your rooms with your instructions will be played to them, so that will remind them of how to do the exercise as accurately as possible. So once they've recorded all their parameters, if you push complete, this will take you to a summary page, and this will then highlight the days of the week, and your exercise that they've performed will be at the bottom. One great thing with this is once that's put in the first time, every time that exercise is done after that on every day, it will come up on this exercise summary page as well. And you can see then and monitor, you're able to monitor the reps they're doing, the weights, the sets, the time and their pain, and that over time will give you a good indication. If you don't see them, for example, for a week, you can then look at how their exercise has gone for the week and make adjustments as required. If, for example, they're overseas, they are even able to send this screen to you via email for you to give advice via email if that's appropriate. So that basically is how the app works in terms of exercise prescription. If we go back, we will also see that at the bottom there is a wellness screen or wellness tab. For those who are working with athletes or with people who like to monitor how they're progressing with their general wellness, they are able to record a few parameters on this as well. So if you are wanting them to record their wellness, for example, how they're sleeping, they can record out of 10, what their fatigue levels are like, how motivated they are to train, how their appetite is, what their soreness levels may be, how their recovery is going, and whether if they're coming back from injury, how they feel about returning to the activity that they want to return to. So those are a few basic measurements and parameters that we've put in the app to help therapists and conditioning staff to monitor their athletes. Again, if you push add after you've done that, the wellness will be saved. If we go to the summary, their wellness will be recorded, and you can monitor their wellness every day over that period that has been recorded to see whether it's improving or getting worse. So we feel this is another great little component of the app to give you a holistic monitoring of your athlete or client and give them a great idea of how they are progressing both with their injury and within themselves. The last two tabs at the bottom are basic ones. One is an index of all the exercises that are on and injuries that are on the app, and green is for exercise and red is for injuries. And then in the settings component, if for example someone who prefers to do their exercises at 6 o'clock in the morning and they want the app to remind them then, you're able to change that time so that they will be reminded at 6 a.m. and for example they don't get home till 8, they want to do the exercises at 8, you might change that to 8 p.m. and they will then have those parameters as they're doing their exercises. So hopefully this gives you a basic description and summary of the uses of the app, how flexible and easy it is to go through from injuries to exercises, how easy it is to monitor and use the workouts. If you've had someone in for an injury and they're no longer having that injury and they want to clear their phone, you're able to delete that injury off the workout panel. We hope that overall that the app is a great adjunct and user-friendly for you and your clients. We feel that it will help them to do their exercises properly and that they will be compliant in doing their exercises for their own benefit. We hope that you enjoy using the app. We think it's great for therapists, clients, trainers, and anyone else who feels they may get benefit from the app. Thank you, enjoy the app, and if you need to contact the SMARTherapist team, please do so through email to info@smarttherapists.com.au. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy the app.